First time I saw Eddie, there was something that like drew us together. I don't know, Eddie has like a very exciting energy that I was drawn to. Like he was always up to something. He didn't give a shit about what anybody thought. He was just doing his own thing. And you know, when you're young, it just creates a little bit of excitement. Like I wasn't used to that, you know, like I've never been in trouble myself. I knew he was getting in trouble a lot with the police. I didn't really know too much in depth about what was going on. But Eddie had a couple of big court cases coming up that were pretty serious. I didn't fully think about what was going to happen. Like I just assumed that it was all going to be fine. But it came up to the time of the court case. And I remember Eddie's mum turned to me that day and was like, oh, so what are you going to do when Eddie's in jail for 6 months? And I was like, oh shit.
My name's Eddie Farrell. I am 30 years old. I'm from the Gold Coast, Australia, and I am a professional Muay Thai fighter, and this is my story.
Hi, my name's Brooke Farrell. I'm a professional Muay Thai fighter, and this is my story. And this is our story.
I grew up in Brisbane, Australia, and my mum was a nurse, a travelling nurse. So I travelled with my mum a lot through Queensland, Australia, and around the outback, moving maybe every month, 2 months, sometimes a couple of weeks, and I have heaps of good memories out there. Just seeing the country and Australia and what it's all about, but it was also really hard moving all the time. Finding a group of friends and moving. I was just like, nah, I don't want to. I just wanted to stay on the Gold Coast. That was like the longest base I had. It'd been like maybe 2 years, and I was just like, yeah, I'm going to stay here on the Gold Coast. I was 15 years old when I started living with my friend Nick. I think, like my own opinion, when I was 15, like living with my friends, you don't think, oh, is this normal? Is this right? Like you just are. I felt happy. Like I just sort of knew what was going on. I started hanging around with my mate, his older brother, and then I just started getting drawn into a different crowd. But then I started getting into like, yeah, a bit more bad stuff, a bit more just to make money, and I just didn't have an authority figure. I didn't know what was right or wrong. It was just normal, you know, like, and I just didn't think anything of it. And I started getting older and started doing like, yeah, bigger things to make more money. So I started getting into just doing just a lot of stealing, you know, just like on higher levels and just dumb stuff just to make money. When I look back on it, I wish I just stayed hanging around like my original mate Nick. He's a good bloke.
I was a bit of a tomboy actually growing up. Yeah, I was obsessed with learning how to fly, and I was always in my dad's shed trying to make gadgets and trying to make flying contraptions. I was always in skate shoes, big baggy clothes. I loved playing in dirt. I was really into nature, yeah. In my last year of high school in grade 12, Eddie and I crossed paths a few times. Like, we had some mutual friends and we were at the same location a couple of times, but we never actually met each other. Like, we never spoke or anything. We were probably in the same house or the same venue, but we never crossed paths properly until later. So yeah, on the Gold Coast where we're from, we have an end of school party called Schoolies. So every year 12, they go to a place called Surfers Paradise, and everybody gets a unit for the week, and we all just celebrate. So we met during that week, and we were playing a drinking game. One of his friends dared us to kiss, and yeah, then that was that. Yeah, so after we met, we started dating, and then so through that, I knew he was on like probation, so he had to check in every once in a while to make sure he's on the right path. He had to do like community service and things like that. I don't know, I didn't really, when you're young, it just creates a little bit of excitement. Like, I wasn't used to that, like I've never been in trouble myself. I knew there was a lot of stealing going on within his group. It came up to the time of the court case, and I remember Eddie's mum turned to me that day and was like, "Oh, so what are you going to do when Eddie's in jail for 6 months?" But that day, everything worked out really well that day. He got sentenced and released on the same day. So we said to the judge, a part of the condition was that we would move away and get out of the bad environment and start fresh. So a week after the court case was my 18th birthday, and we had $500 each, and we packed a suitcase and we left the Gold Coast. So this adventure was pretty crazy. We were
Poured all the drinking water in the car and it fucking blew up again. And I mean, like in the middle of Australia, like a car passes like every 3 hours. And
so when we broke down, we just had a sign on our car saying "need water."